Not long ago, walking up to someone at a bar or striking up a conversation in public was how you met people. Now, it just feels like men have ghosted in real life, women are frustrated, and men are disconnected.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain and pain, true pain.
So, what happened? Let's rewind the clock to the pre-Instagram and pre-dating app era. Back then, guys would actually have to walk up and start a conversation, risk a little rejection, but that was all part of the game. Then came 2020, and with it, the great pause. Suddenly, socializing wasn't just hard, it was dangerous. People went months, even years without being around strangers, and social skills plummeted just as hard as my high school GPA. It became totally normal and socially acceptable to do nothing all day. My daily routine during quarantine was to wake up, doom scroll, binge YouTube, play a few games, eat and repeat, and I did that for an entire year. So when things did open up, a lot of guys didn't bounce back, because some guys realized that they can chill, eat, and avoid drama. And there's a lot of it with us living in the quote-unquote girl boss era. And look, no one's saying that a woman shouldn't chase her dreams or be independent, but when women are chanting phrases like "I don't need a man," most of them are acknowledging that and going to do their own thing.
The women that say, I don't need a man, analyze that statement. I said it for many years. I would end up in relationships. The man felt unneeded and he cheated on me.
So when a man does have a purpose, and if they're not being valued, they'll go somewhere where they are, usually around their friends or just isolated from the world.
I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date.
When we check the comment section on this TikTok, guys are saying like, I'm cooking for myself, I'm playing video games, and I'm unbothered. Now let's talk standards, because social media has done a horrible job on your perception of a perfect relationship.
I'd prefer him to not be married. I'm not going to be a homewrecker. Be Asian, be at least 5'9". I want to wear heels and have him still be taller. Do not be obese. I would like a fit man. And please make at least $150K a year. I think this is to show like how high our standards are, and we probably will never ever find our ideal person. And they said my delusion score is a 5 out of 5. I do not belong on this planet.
But let's be real to all the girls out there, most people are average and there's nothing wrong with it. But what is wrong is expecting a high value partner without being one. And the guys that do meet the standard aren't interested in your quote unquote average person.
How are you?
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like?
Well, as a Gen Z male in his early 20s, let me break it down for you. They're just out with friends, working on themselves, sleeping, gaming, living without drama, and lifting at the gym. But now lifting has been just as dangerous because of the gym creep label. If you look in the general direction of someone in the gym, you could get blasted online. You're one clip away from being the next viral supervillain. And let me tell you, most of the time, guys in the gym won't even notice that they're looking at someone, because when I finish a heavy set, I see stars and things in my eyes while I zone on absolutely nothing. This was the saddest thing that I've seen all week.
How much money is in your guys' bank account?
I got like 1,500 right now.
I got like 90K.
90K?
You said what?
90K.
90000.
Where'd you get that money?
My dad, he works for that company, you know that.
But he just gave you that?
I mean, like, it's like over time, but yeah.
So this whole time you...
I mean, you're my boyfriend, like...
But like, I got 1,500 in my account and you didn't pay for anything for the last 3 months.
Well, you never asked. You never asked, like, I would.
Yeah, I knew you had that, I would've.
Alright, but, like, you never asked, so, like, I don't know, like,
I bought you dinner like, at least, like, 15 times since...
I don't know why you're mad.
Like, what is wrong with you?
You never asked me. Like, you know my dad has money.
No.
Bro is probably a good guy and he probably worked hard for every dollar that he made, and she still tried to flip the narrative. Gaslighting, blame shifting, and manipulation. It's like she needed all the god cards to dig herself out of this mess. And now, if you're still wondering why men don't approach anymore, now you know. I understand that women grew up watching these Disney movies about princesses and how the prince in shining armor comes to save the day, but this isn't reality. Your ideal guy isn't gonna drop in from a battle bus and ask you on a date. So if you see a good guy, say hi, make the first move, because if you're winning on him, you might be winning forever.